Hey, I wanted to introduce you to someone today. Her name is Amanda Gates, and
Hello.
she is the program director for LifeWise here in Miamisburg. Now, for those who don't know, MCC has been partnering with other churches here in Miamisburg to help bring LifeWise Academy to Miamisburg. And LifeWise is a character-building, Bible-based education during school hours. So
Yes.
that's really cool, man.
Yes.
So So also, for those who don't know, there's 3 requirements. So one of them is it has to be held off campus.
Yes.
Okay.
Has to be parent permitted. Parents have to sign the permission slip for them to go to the program.
Right. And it has to be privately funded. So the school is not funding this. It's not something from the government. This is something that the city itself, the citizens of the city have said, yes, we want this and we will support this financially.
Exactly.
So, and you know, the reason why we've worked so hard, because it's been about a year now that we've been working on this. The reason we've been working so hard is because we know the difference that LifeWise has made when they've moved into a school system. And so I'm from Columbus originally, and I've heard, LifeWise has moved all throughout the Columbus school system and the suburbs around it, and the differences that the superintendents have talked about that it has made. But we know that behavior issues have gone down, right? Attitude has gone up, grades have gone up. We know that attendance goes up, especially on the day that LifeWise is occurring, because the students don't want to miss. So all of that is great. But you were just talking about a story from Christmas time.
Yes. So they like to survey the public school teachers whenever LifeWise is implemented and get their feedback.
Sure.
One public school teacher said that one Christmas she asked her 3rd grade students, "What's Christmas about?"
So 3rd graders, what is Christmas about?
Yes.
Okay.
And 2 students of 24 said it's about the birth of Jesus.
So 22 students did not say, maybe they didn't know.
Exactly.
Right? That's not emphasized in their home. So that's
So then LifeWise is implemented.
Yeah.
The next year, the teacher asked the same question to the same classroom, and all 24 said Christmas is about the birth of Jesus. We don't know. I don't know if all those students even went to LifeWise, but still, they all knew.
right. They at least had the influence of the students who did go
Yes.
to LifeWise.
Yes.
It is a great opportunity for students, and I've been in the classroom to watch students answer questions, and so I was there on a review week. And they were asking these questions, and as I'm listening to the students answer, I'm thinking, these are all kids who go to church. And then I found out afterwards that 90% of the students who are in LifeWise didn't go to church anywhere yet.
Yes. Yep.
So it's a great opportunity also for kids to be given an example of what church is like and how they can grow from that as well. So that's really going to be great. So we're kicking off this fall in September.
Yes.
So in kinder,
Yep.
with 3rd graders.
3rd graders.
Right. So just so you know, Kinder is the school where MCC met in our beginning. That was one of the places where our congregation gathered as this church began. So
That's awesome.
That's so cool that we get to be a part of this at that school as well. So,
Yes.
all right. So what does LifeWise still need? Some volunteers, right?
We could use some volunteers. They're going to help walk the students from Kinder Elementary to Journey Church. So we got to make sure it's just across the parking lot, but that's one of their main jobs, and just to sit in the classroom and help the flow of the class go.
Sure, we want the kids to be safe. And you mentioned Journey. So
Yes.
my friend Sean is the pastor there, and it is direct. I mean, it's right across the parking lot. They're not going very far, and they'll do a great job over there with hosting it. But the safety of our students too, and helping our students in the classroom. So if you're interested in that, and that's during the school day, okay?
Yes, so they'll have lunch over at Journey, and they'll have their LifeWise class, which is going to involve games. So it's going to be kind of like recess, but through the Bible course. So we're going to have a lot of fun.
I was going to say there's Bible stories and there's Bible memorization. I mean, I could not get over what I was hearing students say when I was in that review session. It was great.
Yes.
How about teachers? Do we have, I know one of our ladies, Joanne Collins, is going to be teaching this this fall.
Yes, she's our very first teacher, so we're so excited to have her.
She's going to be incredible. So, but you could use some more on deck just in case?
Yes, so the administration at Miamisburg is kind of letting us pilot this fall. So we only have one grade at kinder this fall. Once we can show them that it's a great program, the kids love it, they're back to school on time, they're going to allow us to open more grades. So if I could have more teachers and volunteers, I'd like to say on deck, once they give us that thumbs up, we'll be ready to go and take the rest of the elementary and continue to grow.
And if Miamisburg is anything like all of the other cities, all of the other school districts that LifeWise has gone into, they are going to love it. They're going to love it.
Yes.
And it is going to grow fast. So this is so exciting. So my guess is also you could use some help financially, right? What's the cost of doing LifeWise?
Yes, so the national average is about $40,000 per school building per year.
Per year. Okay.
So our goal is to raise, since we're in one school building, $40,000 before we kick off this September. So we're doing our kickoff campaign, and some people can kind of sponsor a student. It's about $30 a month to sponsor a student. So I think I did the math. If like 112 people did that, then we would have our first year done.
If 112 people sponsored for $30 a month, or $360 for the year. Okay. Also, if here at MCC, our Christmas offering this past year was pointed at LifeWise, and so we still have that. We've been waiting for this to happen, so we're about to move that over to you all, and that's going to be great. We're so glad to be a part of that. That was so exciting.
Yes.
All right, and but they can donate if they want to. They would go to your website. So there's a couple of things they can do at the website. Correct?
Yes. As long as you go to lifewise.org/Miamisburg City OH. It has everything on there: volunteer, donate, join the team, etc.
Okay. So they can click there and provide directly for our LifeWise here in Miamisburg.
Yes.
Okay, that is great.
Yes.
And as always, with everything that we do, we have asked God to go before us in this. And so to have people praying specifically about this LifeWise, there's always going to be pushback in the community. I've seen some online pushback.
Yes.
And so we want to continue to send God ahead of us so that we're following Him through with this process. We've asked Him to go ahead of us on all of this. But also to be able to help our students and get acclimated and pray for them. You do a newsletter, correct?
Yes.
So they can sign up for that?
Yes, they can sign our community interest list.
Okay.
Help us show.
So at the website, community interest list, if you haven't yet, you can put your name, and I'm assuming then you ask for their email address?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, just put your name, your email, and you'll be signing that. You're interested in LifeWise being here in our community. And the more signatures we receive, one, you'll receive our newsletter if you opt to receive it, but also lets us show the administration that our community wants this. I think I have about 200 signatures right now. So the more we have, the better.
We can do way better than that. Listen, if you haven't done that yet, if you work or live or worship in Miamisburg, you can sign this. So if you're an MCC or you worship in Miamisburg, so be sure to put your name on that. And as that list grows, it just shows more and more interest in our city.
Exactly.
Okay, that will be great. So with her newsletter, that will tell you how to specifically pray for what's going on as well. So that would be great.
We'll share some wins, like whenever something happens, like all 24 students knew Christmas was about Jesus. I'm going to share some good stories like that once those happen, but it's been good so far as we're getting started. So. Okay,
so before the school year starts, big kickoff on August 8th, before school bash. We've been collecting school supplies to hand out to third graders at kinder, so big connection. We're still connected there. And you are going to be there.
Yes, we're going to be there, and we're going to give out LifeWise snow cones. So come visit our booth. You can get a parent brochure if you're a parent and you want more information, you want a book about our program. I'll give you one of those and a snow cone.
And a snow cone. And you were saying earlier, the snow cone is in a
color-changing cup.
That's a game changer. Game changer right there. Thank you, Sean Acree at The Journey. He's the pastor there. He's so smart, so creative. And that's going to be so much fun. So looking forward to that event, and I know that we'll be sending our supplies over. So, man, I just love what's going on in Miamisburg. Thank you so much for leading the charge.
Thank you guys for all your help, your church, everyone. Everything has just, I like to say, fallen in my lap so far for this program to be kicked off. I don't think it's a coincidence. I think it's a Godcidence. So keep praying for LifeWise.
Nice. Hey, each year we get to help families in Miamisburg who struggle with providing school supplies for their children, and you've heard us talking about that we're focusing on supplies for third graders. These supplies that we're collecting now are going to be available to those going into third grade at the back to school bash that we just talked about, that LifeWise will be at, right? It's going to be on August 8th. It's from 6 to 7 at Riverfront Park. Thank you for your help with that. All right, this week I get to conclude our core values series talking about our core value of multiplication. So to prep you for this Sunday, I'd like to ask you this. What if? What if Jesus had such an impact on your life that you actually live out your faith? You don't just go to church, you actually live out your faith. What if that changed your marriage? What if that changed your family? What if I pray every day for my friend who doesn't know Jesus? And what if I invite them and I receive multiple no's and then I receive a yes? And what if they end up giving their life to Jesus? And what if they begin praying for who they know who doesn't know Jesus? And what if we helped 700 people begin their relationship with Jesus? And what if we added a third service because of that? And what if we started a church in a nearby community that values what we value, like journey and biblical truth and community and excellence and generations and multiplication? What if? Listen, our core value of multiplication says we are participants in the advancing kingdom of God. So we hope to reflect the exponential nature of godly growth in everything from the number of disciple makers to godly leaders to healthy churches. Listen, what if we ask God to do through us in someone else's life what He did through someone else in ours? Hey, this weekend, I'm really looking forward, whether you're online or on campus, to sharing this message with you.